YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is just a video about why I feel like you should be on board with crochet hair for your beaches, for your travels, for your vacations, for your cruises, of your anything water related in 2019. And then at the end I will just go over my do's and don'ts, tips and tricks for your crochet hair during your travels, because as you guys can probably tell, I'm a little bit tanner. I'm just 2 weeks back from my vacation. I'm still in vacation mode, but there were some things that I realized while on vacation that I felt like I needed to let you guys in on when you do travel with crochet hair. Now up above I will link the video that I did. I posted it this past Monday. As you're watching this, it's probably been a couple of weeks, but it's my video on my top crochet hair that I feel like would do you no wrong, do you no wrongs on your upcoming travels and your vacation and all that. So if you have any questions about the hair specifically that I feel like are the best for your travels, for vacations, I will link that up above. Now for the reasons why I'm so adamant about it, I know I probably seem like the crazy crochet girl, but I want you all to be on board with me. But the number one reason I feel like it's the best is because it's so low maintenance. Now as I'm recording this, I haven't posted my cruise vlog yet, but as I'm posting this, I'm sure it's up, so I'll link it up above. But if you guys notice, 3 out of 4 of the females in my family had crochet hair in on my vacation. Now I've had in the hair that I have in right now, which is the model Egyptian curl and model valley wave combined. My sister, she had in the, I think it was Senegalese twist. They were crocheted in, so it wasn't individually done, but it was crochet Senegalese twist, I believe. And then my mom had half crochet hair, half her real hair out. So the front of her hair was her real hair and the back of it was crochet. Now I don't think she was heavily featured in my vlog, but if you follow me on Instagram, which you should be, you probably will see I'm posting her tomorrow for Mother's Day, and it will be a picture of us on vacation, so you can check that out there. She had a half and half type situation, but I had that one holdout sister who had in a sew-in. I can't convince her to be on the crochet hair bandwagon with me. I can convince everybody else, my family, my friends, but I got one sister who was all about that sew-in, so she had a sew-in on that trip. Now what you didn't see on that vlog is that in the morning she would crimp her hair. She had all her styling tools with her. She had her crimper, she had her straightener and all that, but she would crimp her hair in the morning, and then by the time we get off the ship and then explore the port and everything, oh, it'd be back to the humidity and the heat and all that. She couldn't touch no water, oh no, because that would have been a whole ordeal. She would have to go back to the room, get that blow dry out, get that flat iron out. But I could freely go out into the water. I had no fears because I had in my crochet hair. You're gonna have to stay on top of any other style, I think, that you go on vacation with, whether it be your natural hair. You're probably gonna have a routine with it, whereas I feel like crochet hair is going to be one of your lowest routine hairstyles out there. Number 2, it's so natural looking. I got so many compliments. Oh, so many, your hair looks great, your hair looks great, without me having to be like, oh, it's not my hair, it's not my hair. I could just take all those compliments in, just because your hair will look super natural with crochet hair. And I saw so many wigs and weaves. I think there were more weaves. I don't think I saw too many wigs. I didn't see that many crochet styles. I saw a few. I didn't see that many, but I saw a lot of weaves, and I was like, y'all know y'all could have it so much simpler if you had the crochet hair in. You would look so much natural. If I get up in camera, do you see the knots? You don't see the knots. You see my hair. It looks like it's coming out of my scalp. These are my edges. All that is there for you when you do a crochet style. You don't have to worry about, is my hair not looking natural? Can people tell it's fake? I absolutely had no fear. So many compliments. Like I said, it has an island-y twist. It has an island-y vibe to it. I feel like I deserve to be on somebody's beach right now with the hair that I have in, because it looks very natural. So I think another big reason to go with it is because it's going to look a lot more natural, and you're going to have a lot less, does this look fake, does this look wrong type of a fears with your crochet hair. Number 3, the big reason, the reason myself I got into the crochet hair game, that you can actually get the hair wet. Now that should have probably been number 1, but I'm just listing them out as I go. But you can get crochet hair wet. I got this hair wet 3 times on my vacation, twice in the water, once when I did a whole wash on it. And of course I will have a wash day routine video on this hair, so make sure you check it out. This hair, you can't tell that I've had it in for 4 weeks at this point, washed it, got it wet on a beach and all that, and it still looks good. So you can get crochet hair wet. Not all crochet hair wet. That's why, again, you need to check out my video for the hairs I actually recommend that you get wet. But a lot of the hair you can get wet and it still look good, as opposed to, like I said, you go out with your sewing, you go out with your other styles, it might not look the same after you get that hair wet. This is the same curl pattern, and it'll be the same curl pattern before, after, and during it being wet. So again, crochet hair, the reason I got into this was because I was going on a cruise 3 years ago, and I needed a style that was going to last. My friend told me about crochet hair, and it lasted. She was was right. I made a video, my first ever video, I'll link it up above, where I'm whispering. I'm enthusiastic about crochet hair, as you can tell in that video. Not too many people can say that the video that they started their channel with is the same content they're still doing to this day. And I can honestly say my first ever video is me raving about crochet hair, and 3 years later almost, I have that same passion. So again, crochet hair, it will do you no wrong on your vacations. Number 4, you don't have to have a fresh do on your trips, on your travels. Now, a lot of times, you know, when you're prepping for your vacation, you got to get your nails done, you got to get your toes done, got to pack, you got to get everything together, and also hair is typically on that list. But not with crochet hair. Now, I had my hair done a week before my trip. Now, on my first ever cruise, I had my crochet hair done 2 or 3 weeks before my trip. I know at minimum it was 2 weeks. It might have been 3 weeks before. But again, it wasn't fresh. It wasn't done that week. It wasn't done the week before. It was done several weeks before. So again, it's not something you got to get your hair done 48 hours before your trip to go on your trip and still look good. Your hair will look good week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Again, like I said, this is 4 weeks with this hair. This hair has been wet. This hair has done everything, and it's still looking good. So again, the hair will not change throughout the course of the wear of it. So there's no need, or there's no urgent rush to get your hair done right before. If your stylist can't fit you in until a week or 2 before, don't you fret. Your hair's still gonna look amazing on your trip. Now, number 5, inexpensive. It's gonna be inexpensive if you go to the right person. A lot less than if you do sit down for your box braids, your micro braids, your Senegalese twist, your passion twist, your faux locks, any of those styles that you're gonna have to sit down for a long period of time. This should be cheaper and should be a little bit less time consuming. I say it should. There are people out there who I've heard charge an arm and a leg for a crochet style. But if you can do it yourself, which I have never professionally paid anybody to do my crochet hair, so I don't know them kind of struggles and them kind of issues. But if you have a family friend, somebody who can braid hair, crochet hair can be inexpensive and you can still look good on your travels, like I said. So those are the top 5 reasons that I am adamant, I'm passionate about, and I promise you, we are going to be on this train. I feel like my first ever cruise, there weren't that many people with crochet hair, and I think my last cruise, I saw a few. My next cruise, whenever that may be, I better see like 25%. We're going to get that number inching up. So I look around the cruise and I'm like, I see y'all. I see y'all. And continue to share your pictures with me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89. DM me so I can see you on your vacations with your crochet hair. I'll insert some pictures now of people I've seen on their travels with crochet hair. And again, it just warms my heart to see such pictures. And I try a lot of the hair that you guys try on yourself on your travels. So you guys put me in the know on some hairs that I need to be hip on. Now, my do's and don'ts on crochet hair. Now, this is the part where I went on my cruise recently. I've been on several types of cruises, trips, vacations where I had crochet hair in, but this time I wanted to look at it and really take in what are best practices that I can tell people to do with their hair on their trips. Now, number 1, the first thing I would say is definitely have a strong foundation for your braids. Now, I'm not a strong braider, nor is my mom, who does a couple of my styles for me, nor is anybody I really know a very strong braider like a professional is. So if you are doing crochet braids and you are going to get it wet, make sure you have a strong braider. Now, again, like I said, not the strongest braider. If you guys can notice, probably when I first reviewed this hair, if you already caught my review video on this model hair, the braid was probably up here when I first installed it. Now the braid has kind of moved a little bit. My braids are very much so looser than they were when I first installed this hair. Now that's something that's going to happen when you get the hair wet multiple times. Your hair up underneath will start to kind of move a little bit. Now if you have a strong foundation, like I said, or you go to somebody who braids pretty tight, this won't be an issue for you. But me, I know my own faults. I am not a strong braider, and for me it works on land. The fact that I'm not a strong braider does me no wrongs when I'm on land, but when you go up under the sea and you do it constantly and you constantly get it wet, then you're gonna have some issues. Your braids are gonna be like, well, we getting rubbed a lot, we getting, you know, I wash this hair, so that causes a little bit more movement in the hair. You're getting it wet a lot, that's putting something on the hair. The hair is getting wet itself. Now this hair isn't heavy, but some hair can be heavy, so your hair can get wet, can pull the braids down a little bit, especially if you have a faux locks, a braided style, Senegalese twist, any kind of heavier style that you get wet and water soaks in there. So if you have faux locks or you have something, box braids, that soaks in there and it gets wet and you don't have a strong foundation, it will just pull at your braids. So just be aware, make sure you have a strong foundation. Braidless is not your style for vacation. I'm sorry, it's not. Braidless is beautiful for day to day, I think. It works well if you're living a very sedentary life at that point, but if you're going going near anybody's water or you have intentions on getting that hair wet, braidless is not going to work. The braids I have in right now aren't really holding up as well as they would if I didn't get this hair wet. So you want to want the strongest foundation you can, because like I said, there are many elements that work into getting your hair wet. You're getting your hair wet itself, it's loosening up the braids. You're getting the crochet hair wet, and that's pulling on the braids. So just be aware, you want to have a strong foundation, strong braid pattern. Braidless is a don't for your vacation, and a weak braid pattern is a don't for your vacation. Something you want to bring with you on your trip too is a headband. Please bring a headband with you so that when you do get your hair wet, the thing about me is my edges are laid right now while I'm on land, but then when I get up under the sea, them edges start to revert. Then when they dry, it's a whole nother situation. So it don't look as pleasing as it did when I first went up under the water. So something you're going to want to have is a headband to put over your kind of braids. I do it right now on camera, but you guys know how a headband works. This is one of the ones that goes around your hair, so it hits right here, it'll sit right here. And get you a tropical one or a white one, something that matches your bathing suit, something cute. Just get that so that your edges won't be looking like a situation. You won't have a situation on your hands. Now, this was something I forgot to do. I had it with me on the trip, but it was on the ship, so it did me no good on the ship. So I wish I had it on the port with me. But bring a headband. It's easy to fit in your little backpack if you're going on excursions or you're doing something on a cruise. This just works. So headband is something. Even if you're at the pool, if you're at the beach or anything like that, headband, bring it. Next thing, Hawaiian Silky. Hawaiian Silky. This product, I must have found it with my Model Fresh Wine Curl. It must have got trapped in some kind of boxes when I moved a few months ago, because I didn't pull it out for a very long time, but now it's back. It's back, baby. And I have a video of me washing this hair. I don't know if it'll come out before or after this video, but I will have a video of me washing this hair on the cruise ship. And in that video, I hold up this product and another product because I'm trying to debate which one to use. I go with the other product, but to the detriment of this hair, because I should have went with this one. I dried the hair out a little bit too much, and this one, which I added in like the day after when I went to sleep, I said, oh no, this hair needs some luster. It's a little bit dry. I need a little bit more softness to it. Pulled this out and it did me no wrong. I love my Hawaiian Silky. I'll link it down below. I'll link anything else that I mentioned that has a link down below. You guys know I have a whole video where I'm raving about this hair, where I'm saying the many benefits of this. This works amazingly well if you need to detangle the hair. If you wash the hair and you get it wet and you need something to kind of judge it back up, this will do the judging for you. This is an amazing product. This is going to be big enough for you to take on your travels. Now, you don't want nothing. This is 16 ounces. This is 8 ounces. This is good enough. This is good for home. This is good for your travels. But you're going to want to use a generous amount of this on your travels. So I'm glad that I do have a bigger version, because this right now is pretty empty. So it's very much so hardly anything in this bottle. But I go through this, and I went through this on this trip. So you're going to want to do this to kind of soften this hair back up, to add a little bit of shine to it. I think to me it doesn't look as dull as it did after I washed it, simply because this product came through with the wind. Now, another product you want to bring is some oil for your scalp. Your scalp will feel super dry. I had never experienced the dryness of my scalp like that as I did on my most recent trip, because I definitely wanted to really get my hair wet. I really got into the water several times because I was like, my audience is gonna know how this hair is gonna hold up with some water. So I definitely probably got more in the water on this trip than I have in any other trip, but it also left my hair feeling more dry than it ever felt. Now, I brought this with me on the trip just because I had a feeling like this was a last minute pack for me. What I have right now is the Wonder Elixir by Nia Natural Hair. I bought a teasing comb and stuff that she has on her site, so I really support her. But any oil will work. Now, I use this oil. I really did like it, but I don't have a lot of oils to compare it to, so I'm not going to say run out and buy this product, but I really did like this product. What I did like about it was that fact that it has a dropper. Whatever oil that you use, you want to use an oil. Don't use those little Hollywood beauty oils. Bring something that has a dropper on it, or some kind of, you know, stem at the end, so you can go in between each braids and add a little bit of oil, a little bit of moisture to your hair. That's really what you want to do with this hair, because your hair, after several washings, after several times, you can imagine it's not going to be moisturized. Your scalp is not going to feel, it's going to feel a little tight up under there, and you don't want it to feel like that. You want it to feel comfortable up under your scalp. So again, use some kind of oil, whatever you want to bring. Again, doesn't have to be the Wonder Elixir. I go up for black businesses and businesses out here trying to make it, and this Wonder Elixir does feel really good on my scalp. But again, any oil that you kind of love, you can bring with you, but make sure you bring an oil with you. And the last but not least thing, the thing I did not bring and I was beating myself up for not bringing, is you want to bring a microfiber towel. You just kind of have to have a microfiber towel. Now, I was using the room towels when I was drying off my hair, and I don't even use regular towels on my real hair, so why was I using regular towels on my crochet hair? If anything, that needs to be treated with a more delicate touch than anything else. I use microfiber towels on my real hair when I wash my real hair, so this is a towel I use on my real hair, so when I'm drying my real hair. But your crochet hair is even more sensitive. The fibers of the regular towels that they have on any ship or any hotel room is just not the thread count that you need. So you need a microfiber towel because you want to pat your hair very gently. The towels that they have in the rooms are regular, you know, house towels, and they add more frizz to the hair than the hair already needs. You want to be as gentle as possible, and I definitely say bring you a little microfiber towel. Now, this one I got from Amazon, and it rolls up to be very small. It has a little button on here so that you can roll it up, and it can be very small and fit into a suitcase type situation. So don't be like me. Please bring a microfiber towel because you will see a level of uncontrollable frizz, because I was seeing some frizz and I was having to cut some things out on my trip. Bring scissors with you on your trip. If you want to see everything I bring with me on vacation or on my travels with crochet hair, I'll link the video up above. But this has been my do's and don'ts, tips and tricks, why I feel like you should do crochet hair in your upcoming travels. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Please comment down below things that you learned from your vacations, because I need to heed those as well. There may be some things that I missed that I didn't share. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. I want the comment section to be an open forum so we can discuss all the do's and don'ts of our crochet hair travels. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of my good content. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon so you don't miss any of my good content on there, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Yeah. His body, baby, oh. His body, baby, oh.